Hi everybody, it's Dr. Chris.
And Dr. Miki. We'd love to share with you our thought about fevers.
Natural process that the body does to try and bolster immunity and make it an unpleasant environment for bacteria and viruses.
Well said. You know, sometimes we think we need to get rid of that fever and to help us feel better, but actually letting that fever burn can be really helpful and actually shorten the term of whatever's happening.
Yeah, there's actually been studies done that I've read in the past that if we suppress a fever, the illness tends to go on longer, just as you alluded to there.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that we want anyone to suffer or to be uncomfortable, but fevers are normal, they're natural, and if we let a fever go, usually for a couple of days, the person gets through the illness pretty quickly, in my experience.
Agreed. And of course, you know, if the fever's burning over 103, 104 for very long, you might want to do something to bring it down a little.
Yeah, that's what I always tell patients is it's not so much the temperature that the fever goes to, because if you watch most fevers, they'll go up and they'll go down and they'll go up. When we get concerned is if someone has a fever 104 and it stays, it doesn't break, it doesn't change, right?
Yeah.
But if it's sort of pulsing in that pattern, that's a normal thing.
Absolutely. And there are things you can do, really simple things if your fever's getting uncomfortable, cold cloths and warming socks.
Great naturopathic treatment. So if you don't know warming socks in an adult or a child, put them into a warm bath, get them warm even if they have a fever, take them out of the bath and then get a pair of cotton socks, get them nice and cold and wet in the sink, wring them out so they're not dripping, put them on the patient's feet, and then put a pair of wool socks or something on top, and it does amazing things for lowering a fever.
Yeah.
Any things, nuances you like about that? Or
no, the best, well, just make sure that you or the patient stays warm and keep those socks on until they're dry.
Yeah.
Because that's the trick.
Kiddos, I like to have them put on their footed pajamas on top of those socks. You'll be amazed at how well a child will sleep when they do warming socks, and their fever will often break that night and they'll wake up feeling better. Another treatment Dr. Miki reminded me of this week as we're talking about chest infections and colds is the wet t-shirt that I had forgotten about. I've now used it in 2 patients in the last 2 weeks, and it's been amazing. Can you tell?
Works great. The wet t-shirt is like the warming socks. You take a hot bath so you get nice and warm, and then you take a t-shirt, wring it out, put it in the cold water, wring it out really well, put on a wool sweater. I prefer cashmere because it's not as scratchy, and go straight to bed and stay warm. And again, the body will dry out that t-shirt and it'll really get the circulation going and help break up the congestion in your lungs. I've seen it work wonders for coughs and pneumonia even.
And in my experience, if you can't get a kiddo to put on a wet t-shirt, taking a wet washcloth and putting them in the warm bath, the wet washcloth there, and then just snuggling them in bed and reading them a couple of books. Usually by the time you're finished with the second or third book, that washcloth will be warm, and that's enough of a treatment. Then put them in their PJs, and that will break up chest infections really quickly.
Fantastic.
Fever's our friend.
Fevers are our friend. We like it.
Thank you so much for listening today. Good luck and good health.
Be well.